Hello, everybody. That camera looks crooked.
It does look a little crooked. Do you want to check it?
Welcome to Boy Problems.
That camera is a boy, and it is a problem.
Does it look crooked?
If it looks straight there, then it's straight. That looks straight to me. Yeah.
That looks straight?
Yeah.
You know what? The cameras are straight, but we are not. Wait,
No.
are you straight?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself straight, but I don't think I would label myself anything.
Okay, you're open. Have you ever been with a person, like a woman?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we talked about this last night.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So and by we I say, I mean I am so hungover, and that's why I texted Holly, even though she is literally on her way to a photo shoot in Malibu. Her crush is the photographer. So we're gonna put up on that and come back to that. This was an emergency episode because last night we had a night, and it's the kind of night that it just felt like a movie. And so we were like, we have to do an episode today. Holly, you have to come over and we need to discuss it with all of you because we have a huge dilemma on our hands. So first of all, this is Holly, one of my best friends, and we've known each other for 6.5 weeks.
Is that it, really?
We are Eskimo sisters. Yeah. We both have an amazing Well, you have an amazing Substack.
We both have amazing Substacks.
We're at a Substack event, and it was this reading / it was the first time I was gonna try stand up at this event, and I totally bombed. And I remember just seeing in the corner David Wain, who is one of the most amazing comedy directors probably of our time.
He's a genius.
And not only is it David Wain there, which I'm seeing me bomb attempting comedy, but then I used to date David, and so I was like, what's David doing there? Is this a nightmare? And the event was in a spa, and so I was literally in a bathing suit bombing in front of a bunch of people. It was like a nightmare.
A nightmare because you're naked, standing in front of everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. In your bikini. Not totally naked, guys.
But
actually, I was pretty naked.
Yeah, we were pretty naked.
Yeah.
And then there's my ex. Then I go up to David. I'm like, what are you doing here, David? Why are you here? And he's like, oh, I'm here for my friend Holly. And then we start talking because Holly was performing that night as well, and she did not bomb. And then David was like, I was like, how do you and Holly know each other? And he's like, we used to date. And I was like, oh my God, we used to date.
Did he tell you that?
He told me that night, yeah.
Oh, because when you asked us together, I didn't know what to say because I didn't want to be like, we met on Raya.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, look, basically we met on Raya.
Yeah.
Through another Raya. Because without Raya, I would have not known David, and you wouldn't have not known David, and we wouldn't be sitting here in my bed talking about our night out.
Without Raya, we probably wouldn't exist.
We wouldn't exist. Yeah. This is not a paid advertisement for Raya, but if you
but
do,
you're welcome.
I mean, Raya would never sponsor anything. No. I mean, I think dating apps in general, people are down bad on them, and I get it. But overall, I will say, if I were to do a scientific study of whether it's been a positive or a negative in my life, it's been a positive. I've met a lot of people. Nick, who is a friend of the pod, and I met on Raya too. So in many ways, this podcast is brought to you by Raya.
Well, also, I also have so many good stories just from Raya and from dating apps. So always it's beneficial.
It's good
even
to
if
meet
it's bad,
people.
It's good.
Exactly.
Because when you're a writer, nothing bad can happen to you.
Put it out. Yes. Put that in the world. And everyone can be a writer. Everyone can be an artist. And everyking is copy, as our friend Joan Didion once said. Is it Joan Didion or is
no,
it?
No, it was, I just...
Oh my God, is it, what's not,
I know, it's not
Nora Ephron.
It's Nora Ephron.
Okay.
It's Nora Ephron.
Okay, Vicky, all is copy, as Nora Ephron once said, our local hero. So, okay, back to Holly. Holly has an amazing Substack. She does an incredible show that you've probably seen on your feed called Manthropologist, where she goes up to men and she asks them, why are you like this?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of different responses, and it's a beautiful show, very social experiment. It's very an anthropological look at our time.
It's an anthropological study of men. I mean, really, it was just a joke, and it was supposed to be funny, but now everyone's turned it into something very serious.
There we go. The internet. That's what will happen.
That's
when you try and make a joke. It will not always go that way because people are going through a lot. I mean, I just think the internet it's tough. It's just, I think it's a tough time for a lot of people. And so when people are really mad at me about something or misunderstand something that I've said, I'll just go you know what? People are going through a lot and it's not about me.
Yeah.
But Holly's amazing. Holly and I are Eskimo sisters, and Holly and I went out last night and we decided to go to Zebulon.
We went to the club.
Guys. We danced, we took substances, and we took different substances.
We
so
all
I'm
took
feeling
different
rougher.
substances.
Yeah, I'm feeling rougher with with my decisions today. First of all, the night starts with a canon event, which I don't know if this is a canon event for a lot of other women or people in the world, but my canon event is that I was rejected once by this guy 10 years ago, and I run into him constantly. Like, I run into him literally once every 6 weeks. Like, I'm not kidding you. First 10 years ago, I was very, very drunk on a rooftop at my friend's birthday party, and I had what I thought was like a very amazing conversation with him. I was probably like slurring my words because I was so drunk, and I told my friend, like, oh my God, I give your friend my phone number, like, be like real life Tinder, like, if he likes me, like, give him my phone number. And then
it's like asking someone a note, like,
right?
Yes or no.
Yes. But you don't receive a no, you'll only receive a yes. And I was so overconfident, but I obviously never heard back. And so I was like, oh my God, this is like, and he kind of worked in my industry. He was in New York media at the time, and he was like very cool. Like, he worked at Gawker and like would write really cool articles. So then I was, what?
I didn't know that part.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, ouch, but like, fine, move on. Then a few months later, I'm on my way to a wedding in Atlanta for another friend. And who do I see at my gate? What do we call this phenomenon? Actually, I like brainstormed name. It was called my Rejection NPC. Why? Mr. Never Leaving My Lore.
So my Rejection NPC.
He's like a side character that keeps coming back, and I'm like, no, we're done. Like,
he
why
never
are the
gets
writers
to be a main character?
No, he's not. He didn't want to be.
No, he doesn't want to be. He does not want to be in your life.
He does not want to be in my life, and yet life keeps bringing him back into it.
But the universe wants him in your life.
I mean, so I see him at my gate, and I'm like, oh God. So I just, run away until it's time to board. And then we're boarding at the same time. Sure enough, we are seated next to each other on this flight. And it's a, not Spirit, Frontier. So it was a bumpy ride, okay? It was a bumpy ride.
Wait, so you are shoulder
to shoulder
with this man and pretending you don't know him.
Yeah, we're both pretending like we don't know each other because we both know what happened. He knows I had a crush on him and didn't want to be connected with me, and here we are being connected very physically.
How long was the flight?
The flight, I guess it was from probably New York to Atlanta was like 3 hours or something.
That's a long time to be like, I'm just not gonna look at you. Like
100%. Did
you like say hi like at all?
No,
Nothing.
because there was no acknowledgement at the beginning, so you can't acknowledge each other halfway through. And at one point it was bumpy to the point where like we both had our laptops out and we're trying to work our way through the discomfort, and then we couldn't even stay on the laptops. And I actually think at this point I would have made a comment to whoever was next to me about the turbulence, but because we were so committed to the fact that we weren't going to acknowledge each other's existence and what happened, we both ignored each other. We get off the flight. Naturally, he's at this wedding because obviously God hates me. And so at certain point and at the wedding, groups are like, oh, do you know blah, blah, blah? And I was like, yeah, oh, hey. Like, we kind of pretend we don't know each other. Oh, hey, like, cool. Like, I'm Liz.
And you didn't say anything about sitting next to each other. That is so
no, everything is bad. And so then I'm like, the wedding's over. I'm like, thank God, I'm never going to see this man ever again. No, I see him everywhere. I go to a dinner with the same friend, actually. At least this time was the same friend. This was maybe 2 years ago. We go to dinner and she's like, oh, I'm just going to bring a friend. I was like, oh, cool. I'm going to bring a friend too. Who does she bring? Him. And she doesn't know the lore. So then once again, we are in front of each other. At this point, he has a girlfriend. So I was like, okay. And also many years have passed. Like, we're beyond it. I'll just say that he wrote and directed a very popular movie that won the Oscar
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah, not this last one, the one before, I think.
Okay, let's just say that. Let's just say that. And it was a movie that was, written and directed, like very talented. And it was his first time writing a movie and directing a movie and like won the Oscar.
Oh, that's
like
wild.
Really just an incredible talent in the world.
Yeah.
And happens to be super hot.
He's hot.
Then I go to a book party 6 weeks ago. Who do I see at this book party? Him again. And at this point, I'm like, we're not talking to each other. I'm done here. Like, this is so awkward. He is still super hot and I still don't feel normal around him, even though it's not happening. Like, we both ignore each other at this book party, which I was very happy about. And then last night, who shows up? Ed Zebulon, my Rejection NPC. So he is again a recurring character. I decide we're not talking. I think I pointed him out to you guys, and I was like, but
and
like,
you were like, I'm not
we're not like acknowledging each other. Put a pin in that. Then then we are hanging out. We're talking. You're talking about this crazy photo shoot that you have tomorrow that just, again, happens to be your crush.
Yeah. Somebody that I have a crush on who just, it's a similar thing that the universe keeps putting us in each other's lives.
Yeah.
But like, he's not available and it's not going to happen.
Right. Why does that happen?
Like, stop. Like, just stop it. Like,
stop it.
But it's not ever really intentional.
Right.
It's just like we keep running into each other and having like a similar thing where my manager was like, oh, you should shoot with this person. And I was like,
no.
Of all the photographers
in
the world,
it's him.
It's him.
It's him. So you're talking about that. We're having a good time. And then there's a guy who's like very nerdy but cute that like walks by and it's kind of like we both look at each other. And I think in this day and age, this is my trick now because guys are afraid to go up to women. I think for valid reasons, actually. Like I think they're afraid to come off as a creep. Mm-hmm. And so guys are way more likely to like hit on you than they were like, I think just 5 years ago, I think, but especially 5 or 10 years ago. I just decide to like, we're looking at each other and I just decide to wave. Like I go like, and immediately he goes like a golden retriever. Like he's like runs over like, and he's like, hey, and he starts talking to us.
So excited. No, he did not. He wasn't talking to us. He was talking to you. Okay. And everyone in the whole place disappeared for him. Aww. And you were the only person that existed.
Well, that's sweet.
I watched it. It was very golden retriever.
Okay.
Very
which
cute.
we love.
It's like you had all the milk bones in your pocket.
I love that. And I've been actually trying to manifest a nerdy goofball that's obsessed with me. Like those are the three elements. And he did kind of have all three.
He had that.
And so he's talking and we're like, what do you do? Like, he's like, what's your job? Like, you look so, I don't know. He said something.
No, we were like, do we know each other from like work? Are we in the same industry?
Yeah. I said, because that's my move where I'm like, do I know you? Like, do we work in the same job? Like, it's a move. Like, it's just, you say something, you can always say, move. We know each other, right? To anyone. You could go up to Brad Pitt if he's in public and you want to talk. Oh my God, guess who texted me?
Who?
David. We have to call David.
David Wain.
We have to call him.
Yeah, we do.
Because David was supposed to come and we've mentioned him and now he's texting.
Yeah, now we have to call him.
You know what we should do is tell David should be on the call and he can tell us. We're telling you this story for a reason because it's a big dilemma.
It's going somewhere.
Yeah.
Stick with it.
Stick with it.
This is really big.
It's really big.
This is David.
David.
Hi.
It's Liz and Holly.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
We're together in bed.
You're the monster.
What'd you say?
I created a monster.
You did. No, you did.
You did. We are a monster.
We are a monster. And we just talked about you. And it's funny because you just texted us. So we are doing my podcast, Boy Problems, because we had a boy problem last night. And we want to have your take on it.
Are we like on the air?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like so excited. Okay.
Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Basically, David, last night this guy comes up to me at the bar. We struck up a conversation. He says his job is that he's a Wi-Fi engineer. His work name is Computer. So we're going to call him Johnny Computer.
Computer.
So Johnny Computer says, David's already bored. David's so mad. So Johnny Computer takes my number, and as he's taking my number, he has a really cool phone background. And the letters and the hours and the colors are different than any phone I've ever seen. And we're like, whoa, is that like an
iPhone?
iPhone?
Like, I thought he was on an Android because it looked so different.
And he's like, oh, actually, I know how to download the newest version of the iOS that like people don't know about. And he's Johnny Computer. And so then he starts showing all of us. It's like a party trick. We're like, oh my God. Well, it's not. We don't think it's a party trick, but hold on. And so then he does this iOS thing. He takes my number. He leaves. Then we're hanging out. Hours later, we are talking, and Holly goes, oh my God, it's Johnny Computer. And then Holly, say what he did.
I said, I think he's updating another woman's iOS.
And we don't know.
I'm watching him speaking to a woman, and their phones are out, and like it looks like he takes her phone from her and like beep boop 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 beeps so that he can update her iOS,
or
like he did with yours.
Yes. And we are just so confused at that point. Like, we're turning around, we're like, oh my God. And these girls are cute. Like, we're like, okay, either he's taking their number or he's just doing what he, like, it's like a trick he does on girls.
Yeah, this is his pickup.
This is his pickup game.
Update people's iOS.
You gave him your number in the first place because you were interested.
Yeah. But still, why is he talking to other girls and why is he updating their iOS potentially? And should I still go on a date with him now, knowing that he was just like, didn't value
like,
our exchange?
He's like so slutty about his computer skills. Yeah.
But, I mean, everyone's got their thing, like whether you can do card tricks or whatever. You've got some.
Why do you have to bring card tricks into this? Do you do card tricks? You do card tricks for everyone,
well,
right?
actually, can we bring up something, David? We both know that you did magic on our dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you... So now we know that you do that with everybody, and we're not special.
We're not special.
It makes us feel not special.
It's an icebreaker, but...
It's sharing part of myself.
Okay, actually, I don't think what David did is bad because you weren't dating us at the same time. Were you?
No, and also
No.
It's just big. It's like you talking about the book you wrote or whatever. It's
Yes.
just part of what I'm all about.
Right. Well, I do love
okay,
that. But
okay.
what about this guy? Do you think I should go on a date with him, or like, is he just a player? Like, why is he?
Well, it's possible that he's like hacking everyone's phone so he can look at their photos or something. Who knows?
Oh, that
Like,
didn't
I
even
wouldn't
occur to
send my
me.
phone to some random person I just met, for sure.
Oh my God. So I'm the idiot. That's the name of my next book, memoir.
I mean, who knows? I don't know this guy.
But-
I mean, I kind of know him.
Yeah. What do you mean you kind of know him? Like, you know his type?
He's like sort of a friend of mine.
Wait, do you know Johnny Computer?
He's in the car with me right now.
What, David?
He does not know Johnny
You
Computer.
don't know Johnny Computer.
He doesn't know Johnny Wi-Fi.
I mean, he knows how, he's doing a lot of people's Wi-Fi's. He not name dropped a bunch of restaurants.
Yeah, and
in
he
the
said
city
he goes to like rich old ladies' houses to
Yeah.
do their Wi-Fi. I wonder if that's a euphemism.
For sex.
Yeah.
He's a sex worker.
Maybe.
I mean,
Also, what do you mean? Like, what's these days? You need a person to come set up your Wi-Fi. You just
I mean, I had AT&T come and set up my Wi-Fi. Why would you need like a special person?
I think he finds people who are rich enough to not even think about it. They're like, oh, it's something to spend money on.
he's like a personality hire because he
And
did
then
have
maybe
a
he
fun
also sleeps
personality
with them.
Maybe he sleeps with them because then you become attracted to him because he's giving you
Or he gets paid.
or he gets paid. He's a set. He's a Wi-Fi worker. He's a worker. I feel like we were worked. Like that's how I felt
Yes.
when I saw him do that. I
It
was like,
felt like
oh,
it's like a gut
gimmick.
punch.
Yeah, it hurt my feelings. And then I wanted to go confront him. Okay, so my best friend Kat is visiting. David refers to her as the French lady because we went to Heather's and we had dinner and she spoke French. She speaks English. And so Kat is in a healthy relationship and she was like, no, you guys, like he's getting himself a backup. But like, do you think that could be true, David? I feel like that's a stretch.
I don't think it. I think it's if he was genuinely just helping people out with their
No, David.
He wasn't genuinely helping
There's no
people.
way he's helping hot girls out.
Just hot girls.
Just the hot ones at a bar at midnight on a Saturday night, just from the kindness of his own heart. How did they know that he knows about computers?
Did you have a date? Did you set up a date with him?
No, I gave him my phone number and then he texted me, it was so nice meeting you.
So was your expectation that he would then?
Yes. I told him before he left, I said, we can only go on a date if you find a friend and we go on a double date with Holly. But David, okay, so you think this is, it doesn't mean anything. I should go on a date with him and never talk about it. I should never bring it up with him.
But you think that if he in any way has any like sort of inroads on going on a date with anyone else, but before he goes on a date with you, then that's like cheating.
I mean, it's not cheating. It's just not very like, I felt like we had a special connection and like excited. And I saw that and I was like, oh, now I don't really feel
Special.
yeah, I didn't feel like that was a
It
special
diminishes.
encounter. Does that
Why
make
did why did he even move on from hanging out with you then?
Because he was like, oh, my friend is alone, so I have to go back. But then like you're talking to these other girls.
And we were like having a girls' night.
Yeah.
So it was like,
You know what my bottom line is?
Yeah, what is it, David? Tell us what to do.
Follow your gut.
Got it.
What does your gut say?
My gut is saying do it for the plot. Okay, should we call Johnny Computer?
We need to call Johnny Computer.
I think I should just text, be like, hey, like, how many girls' iOSs did you update last night? I need to know that before we go on a date. And then if he's honest about it and he's cool and genuinely like, I didn't know if we were going to go on a date. So yeah, I gave my number to this other girl and I updated her iOS. Like, then I'll be like, okay. But if he's cagey and weird and lies, then I don't like.
It's never a bad idea to have the conversation.
Okay.
Tell him how
Yeah.
you feel.
Just open communication.
Do you think I'm exaggerating though? Am I being nuts?
Yeah, but let him clear it up.
Okay.
And see how you, and have it. I would say have the conversation not on text so that you can
Right.
Yeah.
read his tone.
We have to call
and see
him.
how you feel.
Okay.
Then you'll really have a clear gut.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. Okay. Thanks, David.
Hey, dating is hard, right?
Dating is hard.
Dating's hard.
Why do you think it's so hard, David?
If I knew anything about it, I would not be doing it anymore. And I would have
Right. Well, David is single. Definitely write in if you want to go on a date with David because David is amazing.
We'll set you up. He's the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're our divorced husband. You've been divorced 3 times. I'm sorry. Me, Holly, and your ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do joke about this. We went on one date and then we immediately went to being divorced. We were like kissing on the mouth and like saying goodbye and like, how are the kids? You know, like immediately into like we've known each other our whole lives.
Yeah.
Don't you think, David?
Something like that, I suppose.
Thanks for calling, or no, we called you. Thanks for answering.
Thanks for calling in.
And this is why you have to come out with us next time because we could have staged an intervention in the moment and it would have been very funny.
There's more firsthand opinions on everything.
I know you're going to be dying to know what I do, so we'll keep you posted.
I'll be tuning in to the next episode. All right, bye.
We love you. Bye,
you.
David.
Bye.
Oh my God. What?
Here's the thing.
I feel like I'm exaggerating now.
No, it was real because when you are in a bar and a guy comes up to you and he's like really, really acting like you have all the Milkbones.
Yes.
Like you feel special.
You do.
And that's special.
It felt
and
special.
Then when you walk away and you come back and you see him giving the exact same kind of attention to another woman, updating another woman's iOS, that feels like a gut punch. I'm sorry. It does.
I will say now talking about it now, I'm like, okay, what's the big deal? But in the moment, we were gobsmacked. We were like, is that Johnny Computer updating another woman's iOS? And then we turned around and we literally saw him and it was unsettling. Because also, to your point, he had golden retriever energy. And so you do wonder, like, was that performative?
Yes. Then you're like, oh, is it
real?
true that the nice guys are like truly the most scumbaggy? Because, or like the insecure guy that is insecure. So he has to like get every girl's number because he doesn't believe that they like him.
Oh, interesting. Because then we went into, okay, so Kat was saying, no, like you want a guy who's like a little like nerdy and can't believe he gets to be with you. But you said that can lead to being cheated on. Like that's like a trope.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that, so you know women who that's happened to.
People that's happened to.
They date the nerd who's like, they're out of their league, or out of their league is like controversial as a statement, but meaning like you kind of settle for, well, I don't want to.
Like the guy feels like
he's the lucky one.
Like he's the lucky one and they settled for him. Even though the woman doesn't feel that way. The guy is like, oh how did I get her?
Yes.
So then he's insecure and he's like, oh, she's going to leave me. She's going to leave me. She's going to leave me. I better like cheat on her first. I better do something first.
That's never happened to me.
It's never happened to me, but I have
heard
seen it happen.
Do you think it happens the other way around or not really?
Probably.
I mean, women cheat for sure.
I actually have done that to a certain degree. I was in a relationship with somebody that I just was like constantly like afraid he was going to leave me. This was in my 20s when I drank a lot and I had problems, but
and now you're perfect.
But we broke up and then I went out and like slept with someone that night, but it was really out of like a deep insecurity and deep sadness, and someone else was like paying attention to me and choosing me.
Yeah.
And it was totally out of insecurity.
It is.
And then I got back together with him and then he found out And then he
broke up,
accused me of cheating on him, and I was like, it was like the Friends episode. It was like Ross
and Rachel and the Xerox girl.
We were on a break.
You were on a break.
Which I can't even believe I just brought up Friends. Like, why?
We bring up Friends every episode. There's a Friends episode for every life occurrence.
Well, you know, my dad.
Oh, wait, you should tell the story. Wait, you should tell the story.
Friends
I
theme
can't
song.
believe. Okay, so tell the story. It's amazing.
My dad is in the Rembrandts, who did the Friends theme song.
We won't be able to play it because it'll cost $1 million.
Yeah.
Because it's the best song ever. But okay, so your dad wrote the Friends theme song, and then you had a very viral Vanity Fair article about
Huffington Post.
Sorry, okay,
Yep.
same thing. That's the Vanity
Same
Fair
thing,
of
same
blogs.
thing, yeah.
So you have this viral piece where you go into detail about a very interesting twist of events that happened.
Yeah.
Which is that
I was dating a guy, and then he broke up with me. Then I found out a couple days later that he was dating a friend, one of the friends.
Can we say which one?
I think we can, because the internet
on
figured it out.
Oh, you really? Oh, yeah.
Really quickly, like they know.
Yes.
So it was
It's
Courtney
Courtney
Cox. I got dumped for Courtney Cox.
I mean, it's
now
kind
I'm
of
like,
a flex.
Oh, well, I was kind of like, I get it. I mean, she's like,
don't say that.
living
You're
in a
incredible.
mansion in Malibu, and I was like,
But guys don't date women for man. I mean, might not be true, but that's
I
not.
also had a lot of problems at the time.
Well, we all do. I'm sure he had problems.
Yeah.
If he's changing relationships in 72 hours or whatever.
Totally.
That's not reassuring.
But I knew not to go sleep with someone right away.
Good for you.
Because of the last one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel nauseous. I
know.
got my period. I have to just drink water.
Okay. My period, it was late. Like, maybe now that I'm hanging out with you, I'll get it. It's supposed to come yesterday.
I feel like some periods are fine and some periods are diabolical. And I'm having a diabolical one right now. But you're making me feel so much better. David is making me feel so much better. All of you are making me feel so much better. My Johnny computer spiral was just me PMSing, because I'm more sensitive right now.
I would have felt really weird about it if it
What would you do?
was me. Okay. Well, it just depends on how much you like Johnny Computer, because
I mean, he's cute, but
I think we should call him.
okay, let's
That's
try
what
and call
I think
him.
we should do.
And by the way, if you hear this conversation, it means that he gave his consent. I'm gonna say I'm with you.
Okay, we're scoundrels. He's gonna be
God.
like, oh my God, she's calling
He's
me.
talking to all these. He has other iOS
He's talking
girls.
to his iOS bitches.
Oh my God, he's not gonna answer.
He's probably scared. I'd be scared if someone.
Leave a message.
Okay, so he did not answer. Maybe he'll call back. I would be creeped out if I give my number to someone and they were calling me the next morning.
I would be so weirded out if someone called me.
would- yeah.
Anytime anyone calls me, I'm like,
me
"Ah,
too. I'm like,
do
what
I do?"
happened? Who died?
Actually, the first time I called you, you go, "Are you okay?"
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you did call me.
I was like, "What?"
I know. I'm always very
I'm
worried
fine.
when I get. It's like my fight or flight just goes off. So we talked about your story, and then you wrote an article about it.
Yeah. Well, the magical thing that happened with it was that when he dumped me, I was down and out. I was down bad. I was not in a good place.
Of course.
And I was like, and then I found out he was dating Courtney Cox. 'Cause
Oh,
it was
how did you
everywhere.
deal with
It was
that?
everywhere. It was like in the grocery store, on TV. It was just everywhere. You couldn't escape it. And I was like, I'll show him. Like, now I have to become famous. So it was like,
And then you did.
and I'd written
And then
a
you
song
did.
about him. And then I ended up getting on a TV show like a couple months later. And then the song was in the show. And then it became like the big song in the show.
Oh my God. What's the song and what's the show?
It's called, the show is Hand of God. The song is called Speed of Light.
Ooh.
And then I was on the red carpet like a year and a half later for the premiere of this show. I was, doing my thing and I was like, I made it. I've arrived. It's my moment in the sun. And then I get to the end of the red carpet and I turn around thinking my friends are behind me. And it was them. It was Courtney Cox and him. They were there randomly at my premiere, but like at the same time, there were 2,000 people at this premiere, and I was on the red carpet at the same time as them. They watched me do the thing.
Oh yeah, God was like, we are doing this.
Because I was like, I'm going to show him. And then I had to go sing the song that I wrote about him to him and her and 2,000 other people.
And she couldn't go anywhere.
And it was so like amazing and cool, but also so horrible. And then he pretended not to know me, even though I'd like met his whole family and
he
like,
was inside of
lived
you
with him, and he was inside of me. Yeah. So that was awesome.
I mean,
so cool.
Love a glow up out of spite.
Those
are the best glow ups.
And then I wrote the story about him, and then it went super viral. So I really monetized this breakup big time.
I love it. Okay, people out there, especially ladies, monetize the breakup.
Yeah.
Monetize the trauma. I'm all for it. As long as it doesn't give you a like added trauma to monetize it, make money.
Alchemize it.
Yeah. I absolutely love that story. I absolutely love you. Oh, I know you have to go to this photo shoot, so we're gonna go right into some boy problems.
Yes, I'm good on time. We're good.
You are?
Let's
okay,
get
great.
into some boy problems.
So, and please let us know what you think in the comments about Johnny Computer. Am I being totally nuts? Like, am I right? I guess there's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong feeling. Is it a red flag? Or am I being overly sensitive and like territorial of a man that I am not dating yet? You know? Like, would you go on a date with him?
Yeah.
Is it valid to be put off by that? It's also like, I say this all the time and maybe I'm over indexing on it, but the beginning is the best, like should be the easiest part. And so when there's hiccups at the beginning, I'm always like, cause like this is the part where you have your rose colored glasses, you're just like learning about each other. And it's, you know, again, not to say that there's never supposed to be hiccups. I don't know. It's a really fascinating question. Cause honestly, I think half of people are going to be like, who cares? You guys didn't even go on a date yet. And then the other half are like, I get it.
Yeah.
I think it's
people are going to be like, oh, that's so unfair because you don't know him, blah, blah, blah. But it's not about fair or not fair. It's about the feeling that it gave you.
Yes. Well,
of seeing it. Go to another bar if you're going to hit on, if you're going to update iOSs. Do it somewhere else. Don't do it like in front of me, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, now I saw it. You're absolutely right. Like, it's not the idea that he could be dating or getting other people's phone numbers. Like, of course we didn't go on a date yet. It's just like, I'm still at the bar.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here.
And I'm like right here.
I'm right here.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Johnny Computer. Okay, so this is a fun one. Okay. Hi, Liz. Any advice on getting over the good exes? Your conversations about timing really got to me since my college boyfriend broke up with me nearly 3 years ago because of long distance getting to us emotionally. I saw him a few times after as I was looking for a safe physical relationship. While he ended up wanting to get back together, I said no, saying my boundary was no more long distance. Ever since, we had no contact, and I feel sad, even though we know it's the right answer since we both have too much growth to do. The real problem is that all of my memories with him are the happiest I have felt since. I use them to get through hard days, but at the same time, fill me up with so much grief. I'm in a time of my life where I want to be single, but I miss being loved, and so I miss his love a lot. That's such a beautiful way to put it. Wondering if you have ever been in a similar boat and have advice on how to keep my camera on me and not what I had cherished before. I love this question so much. It is so relatable. I don't know if you're a writer, but you should be, and you should definitely write more, because I love the way you say, I love being single, but I miss being loved. And so I miss his love. To me, that's the crux of it. I've like brought this up in therapy because I have a real, I don't know what the mental illness is, if anyone knows. I think I over than the average will reminisce on exes and will positively reminisce, where I'll be like, oh, and even when they're not good, like I do this, I forget, and then I over romanticize, and I do these like movie scenes, like supercuts, trailers of just all of the best parts, and all of the parts where it was horrible, they are like lost from my mind. Wait, I think
a lot of people do that.
You seem like you don't.
No.
Wow.
Because I've been single since I quit drinking 7.5 years ago. So I feel like all my relationships were really toxic, and I don't like miss that time in my life. I did date somebody not that long ago that was like super great.
Okay.
And like, I just loved, sort of having someone to like spend that kind of time with and like to have sex with, but then it just wasn't right.
Is it the guy that microdosed ecstasy?
No.
No. Another guy.
Yeah, but it's like, it's almost not about them or the relationship.
Holly goes, I met this guy. Like, first I was like, oh my God, he's so great. He was microdosing ecstasy. And I was like, did that not bring up a little, like, and you're like, I just thought it was normal. Like, but I would totally also, I feel like people are microdosing everything and it's like normal.
I will look past every red flag if I like somebody for like a week. And then I'll be like, oh, oops.
Microdosing. Okay, but you were reminiscing on someone else.
Well, because it's not about the relationship so much, or even the person. It's about like how you feel to being loved, which is totally what this person just said 100%. So eloquently.
Yeah. And usually what I'll do is like, okay, what am I missing? Because honestly, I think you'll miss different things depending on what you're going through in your life, or like what you're basically the things that you're missing about this person are pointing to your own needs. And those needs can be met by guess who? You and other people in your life, right? Or like my therapist would often be like, well, what do you miss about, fill in the blank? I would say like, oh, it's just, like when I had COVID, I like really missed my ex because I was sick, and I reminisced at like, oh, and he would always take, obviously like, when you're dating someone, they can make you soup and, rub your feet or whatever. And I was like, oh, it just, always took care of me. And like, she's like, well, what do you need? Like, how can you give yourself that right now? Or sometimes I'll be like, oh, I just miss like, we're always having a good time. And it's like, what fun thing can you do? Like,
what I do when I miss somebody is I write to them. And this person is such a good writer. I write, I get it out like creatively. Like I write something and that's how I alchemize everything, is because I write about it and I just get it all out, and it's not for them, it's for me.
I love that. I hate being told to journal. I over journaled and I was like, why am I just, I don't know, it annoyed, I didn't like it at the beginning. And I have found that for certain things like this, it can be useful because sometimes, especially if it sounds like you're ruminating, right? You keep thinking about this person, get it out. You would think, oh, it must be because I really love them still, or it must be because they were so amazing. No, it's that there's something, that you need to get out. And if you journal about it, you might then not think about them.
Yeah. And
right?
instead of like telling them you miss them, like tell it to the page.
Yes.
Like turn it into creativity.
Yes.
Instead of like reaching out to someone that you're not supposed to see anymore for probably really good reasons.
Really good reasons. Yeah. It's hard with the good exes because I think with the bad ones, you can focus on like horrible things that they've done and you can like write those things down. Have you ever had to do that? You're reminiscing too much on the good. And so you have to write down like, he cheated on me with my sister's best friend. Like, and you're like, oh, right. But this is harder because you can't be mad at them. But I will say there's a thin line between hate and love. And I have found that sometimes the bad exes, even though you think you're over them because they did these horrible things or it was very toxic, I have found that with like the right amount of distance, which it seems like this is pretty recent, it will not be someone that you'll like reminisce and like think about all the time because it seems like resolved and like there was nothing toxic and nothing horrible. You know what? Who knows what's going to happen in the future? Yeah. Like who knows how it'll work out? But to me, it's like the things that you're missing about this person are the things that you need in your life. And there are all kinds of ways of meeting those needs. And you don't need that person to do those things for you. Even though your mind is going to like, oh, well, this person used to do this. Like just go past that with like, okay, well, what else could I do to meet that need?
It sounds so corny, but like it's all about like learning to love yourself and fulfill yourself and like be whole on your own. Oh, it's so corny, but it's so true.
It's the worst. I hate having to feel whole on my own. And sometimes, because I really like physical touch. And so sometimes I will, be reminiscing about someone I don't even like. Yeah. But I'm like, oh, like it was such a good cuddler. And then I'll be like, okay, tonight I'm going to sleep with some extra pillows around me. Or like, I'm going to get a massage. Like I'm going to, or even a hot bath, right? I need some oxytocin.
I'm going to sleep with a 20-year-old.
Yes, that too. Holly is going to sleep with more 20-year-olds. That is one of her resolutions. And we're going to keep you to it. No, okay. Holly has to go. We're sorry this was such a short episode. Hopefully you got a lot out of it. We haven't heard from Johnny Computer yet. Oh my God, her alarm is going off. Thank you so much. I might answer one more boy problem on my own.
Yeah, you should answer a problem without me.
Yeah, in case.
It's just too short.
It's too short.
But I have to go. But I love you so
Bye, Holly. I hope you have some amazing photo shoot.
Having me
Thank you for coming on.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. I'm going to stay on. This is really like a FaceTime. It's so funny. I'm going to stay on the Zoom with you. I love you. Have a great shoot. Let me know how it goes. And that guy is fucking lucky to shoot you. Remember that. Okay, it's just us. Okay, I love this question though. And I think you should be kind to yourself too. Because I think going through a breakup is hard. Period. Like human beings are not like we attach, and it is out of survival that we attach because we need other people in order to survive. And so you're going against a survival instinct by cutting, ties with this person. And so I think it's totally normal that you're feeling conflicted about it. But yeah, I would just get really granular with your needs. Again, it's an opportunity to do that because you're single. And I think being single, that's what can be so fun about being single, is that you really get to know yourself. And instead of just being like, oh, I feel uncomfortable, and then having your partner just do whatever, right? Like give you that reassurance or physical touch or whatever, you need without knowing what you need. I think one of the cool things about being single is that you really get to know yourself. And so what a cool opportunity, and you mentioned it, like turn the camera back on you. Instead of like, oh, I miss this person doing this. It's like, okay, what do I need? What do I want? What am I not getting? And then do it. That's the fun thing, is that you are the person that knows you the most and therefore the best person to meet your beautiful needs. I think sometimes it can feel like sad. Like I want companionship and like, isn't it normal? I don't want to have to, I don't know, again, like give myself the feeling of physical touch. I want someone to touch me. Like, isn't that normal? But like you are the person who knows yourself best. And therefore like you can meet your needs in the most beautiful way if you're willing to really sort of get to know yourself. And I think this is a great opportunity for you to do that. And journaling is a great way to find out what's going on. I just find that like you write to know what you think. Again, it's just a survival tactic of like not wanting to lean into discomfort or uncomfortable emotions. You just want to fix them. But journaling sort of forces you to get more granular with that. So, and yeah, you're a great writer. So I'm excited for your journaling era. Okay, let's do a last boy problem. And these are all dating, but really you do not have to ask us dating questions, even though it does seem like a lot of people are struggling with dating. This is going to be a very dating focused episode. I'm sorry about that. If you, I don't know, don't care about that stuff. But like, who doesn't care about love? That's my thing. Hey Liz, I love the podcast and tune in every week. Aw. Wait, Kat, do you want to come for this one? To fill in for Holly, we have Kat too, my best friend from childhood from Montreal, who's visiting from out of town.
Hello.
You are forced to be part of this episode. Do you want sunglasses?
No.
No, you're good. Okay. So here's the question. I recently went on a 20-kilometer guided hike and felt like I really hit it off with the instructor. Similar values, humor, great conversation, and great butt. He also made some light compliments about my appearance without being creepy. I added his business Instagram account when I got home, and he immediately added me back and said it was great to meet me. I'd love to see him again, but don't want to come across like a stalker or bombard his DMs. He's a good-looking outdoor guide and being friendly is part of his job. I'm sure he gets this all the time. Any thoughts? Kate, a British girly with boy problems.
I don't think it's part of his job to reply back on Instagram.
That's true.
It's his job to be nice during the hike.
Yes.
But I don't think it's part of his job to add back on Instagram and write a message.
There we go. Okay, so he's going above and beyond here. And I will say, compliments about my appearance, that is giving...
Without being creepy.
Without being creepy. First of all, that is an art for gentlemen out there. There's a really beautiful way to do it. What makes a guy give you a compliment that's not creepy?
Something that's not about the look is a good start.
But I like that he complimented her about her appearance without being creepy. Like, I think that's like a really beautiful thing.
So, yeah, I don't know how to do that without being creepy.
I'd
love to know how he did it.
How he complimented her. Yeah. But I think that's like a really fine art for men to do. It's like basically you have to don't compliment a body part. That's like number one. And obviously it's okay to find someone's specific body parts attractive, but maybe don't say that before you go to bed with them.
Yeah,
right?
Something along the line of looking healthy, glowy, or maybe something more like that. Or complimenting
your skin.
The energy.
I mean, no woman will ever be mad if you're like, you have amazing skin.
Amazing skin.
It's like the best compliment you can ever give a woman, and it's not creepy. So say like, oh my God, you have amazing skin. Or you could say like, I love your blazer, right? Like I do think it's very, I like it when a guy notices an item of clothing. I think it shows that he is like attentive. So I think that the fact that he did that, again, he is ultimately, yes, a outdoor guide. So, and he seems to have his own business. So obviously he's going to be nice to the customers. And like in a way he is kind of a salesperson, I'm sure in a certain way. But I'll say if like he gave you compliments, you guys had like a good vibe, I don't think you're like misreading it necessarily. I think there's a way, and look, it must happen to him quite a bit. Okay, so I actually have a story. Okay, so I went to this retreat and there was like a breathwork instructor that was really hot, and he showed us how to do a breath work. And I remember being like, oh my God, I feel like we have a vibe, but is this just his job? And like, I don't want to be a weirdo. And so what did I do? I was like, can we do a one-on-one?
A one-on-one
breath work. But actually, I think maybe I invented that he did that. And I'm sure he does one-on-ones. It's his business. It's his job. So it might be a little expensive.
Can we do a one-on-one hike?
A one-on-one hike? I was successful. Basically, I did. Can we do a one-on-one? And then I did feel a vibe during our one-on-one. And at the end, we were like sitting there talking face to face. I said, thank you so much. And I hugged him. I decided like, I'm not gonna stop the hug. Like I'll let him end the hug. And like, he kind of didn't. Like he kind of like let it for a long time. And then we were both holding each other. And then we kind of like stopped hugging and we started making out.
So it worked.
So my way worked. And actually I did that with the I'm a creep.
One-on-one
oh my
hike.
God, I'm a creep.
Or you can start by just asking, do you do private hikes
like
for small groups?
For small groups.
And the small groups is just you.
Yeah. And then you say, oh, they all canceled.
Oh no.
I guess it's just you and me. Oh, can we do a midnight hike? No. You don't want to be a creep. I think saying, do you do one-on-ones? Like,
yeah, you say you want to do a more technical hike that will need like his assistance or his guiding.
You carry me.
But it's true. Some hikes are harder than others, and you need help from someone who's experienced.
This is funny because I would kind of make it a little flirty. I think I would say, I'd love to, do you do one-on-ones? Like, I'd love to get to know you better. And get to know you better is like a little code for like, I want to spend more time with you. And then say like, do you ever do one-on-ones? And then if he charges you, if he's like giving you a rate, then you kind of know like, okay, there's like,
but if he's a good way to know.
If he goes, are you free on Thursday? Like, it's a date. It's a date. Okay, I like that. And then maybe also if he gives you a rate, it doesn't mean he's not interested. He might have a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, or who knows. So I wouldn't take it personal, but I think I would like say like, oh, I like really liked your guiding. I don't know. I would like give him a compliment about like, loved your energy. We had such a good time. I'd love to get to know you better. Do you do one-on-ones?
Yeah,
I would do that.
I think it would work.
That's a cute vibe. And then also if it doesn't work out, like, okay, so I did this also with I'm realizing I'm a total fucking creep. So I did this with a yoga instructor that I really liked in New York, where I felt that we had a vibe too, and he was really good looking. And then I did ask for a private session, but then I did do it with a group. Like my sister was in town, and so I said like, would you ever do a smaller group? And then he did charge me.
Okay, yeah.
But then COVID happened.
I really thought it was more business.
Yeah, that was clear that it was more business, and that was helpful because then I was like, okay, this isn't like, but it must happen a lot. If he's good looking, I would definitely not worry about hitting on him because like that's part of the job. If you're doing it in a respectful, loving way. And like he'll just be flattered. Everyone is flattered when someone likes them, no matter what. So don't worry about being a creep. Shoot your shot. Life is short. And then once you shoot your shot, also you are more likely to do it with other people and with the one that's meant for you. You'll be less shy or like awkward when you do it with. It's a good practice. Shooting your shot it's never bad, unless the person is your cousin. Don't shoot your shot with your cousin. That's our motto at Boy Problems.
Don't date your cousins.
Don't date your cousins, guys. It never goes well. Okay, so Kat, thank you so much for filling in for Holly at the last minute.
You're welcome.
Kat is you're not introverted, but you don't have the mental illness that I have, that like you are fine with sharing like very private details with people.
I don't like to be in front of the camera.
She doesn't like being in front of the camera.
Online.
So thank you for coming in. This was very a huge deal for her. She is my best friend since I've been 3 years old. We have known each other since we've been babies, and we both love roller coasters, and so we are about to go to Six Flags together. So we're gonna sign off, but we love spending time with you. Thank you, Kat, for coming on to Boy Problems. You have been an iconic guest, a long-awaited guest. I've wanted you on the pod for a long time. Please remember to leave a review for the show, especially on Spotify, because we love Spotify. And on Spotify, you can watch the podcast. And a lot of your Spotify comments I find so funny and amazing. I'm going to read one of them. Actually, there was a really good one I read last night while we were out at the bar. Well, first of all, CH, listening to this while I'm sick and it's curing me. Thanks, Liz. CH, we hope you feel better. I hate being sick too, and I'm glad we can be a comfort to you. Claire Beans 31 wrote, thank you, Liz, for this podcast. I need to hear from another single woman late 30s that is hopeful and able to laugh about the situation. I really look forward to your takes. You really give me a boost. Claire, we need each other. Being single in your 30s is not for the weak. And then someone wrote something funny. Yeah, Ada Cubas, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. She wrote, hot boys have IBS too. Don't shame him, Liz. Do unto others. So basically this is under the Nick episode, Nick gets naked. Nick took a dump in my hotel room after we recorded, and it was funny because it really stank. Nick, I don't think has IBS, for the record, but a lot of women have it. You know what IBS is, right? You have it.
I think so. No, I don't think I have
Irritable bowel syndrome?
No, I don't.
No, you're good. You have a good stomach.
Problem.
No poop problems.
Not that I know of.
Okay, no, this one made me really laugh. Smile3 said, okay, when you told Nick he had a bed of sweat on his nose and wasn't answering questions, I felt like he was having tummy struggles from the get-go. He wouldn't focus on giving in-depth questions because he didn't want to have an unauthorized evacuation during the pod. I felt so bad about that. I love when listeners are like more in tune with us and our bowel movements than we are. And so I did not know that Nick had to poop, but that's probably why he was just being a little bit more just a little less verbose than usual. And I think he had a little tummy ache. We love boys with IBS. Hot boys have IBS. Hot girls have IBS. And if you have IBS, I'm sorry and welcome to the club. It's a cool club. The hottest people have IBS. It's sort of, I mean, you're super hot. I feel like you have it. Don't you get like weird poops sometimes?
Well,
after saying I don't want to be on camera,
will have to
inquiring about your poop. Okay.
It's too much.
It's too much. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for coming on to Boy Problems. Kat and Holly, thank you to all of you. Please answer a poll about Johnny Computer and if I should go on a date with Johnny Computer or not. And continue to leave reviews and subscribe and send the pod to your friends to grow the Boy Problems fam. We will see you next week. Bye.